Okay, so before we get started here, Antony and Cleopatra from Shakespeare. I chose the two aliens. I didn't have any other thumbnails that had two people in it, and I felt it appropriate. I'll switch it up for like Romeo and Juliet, but it is what it is. See what they have to say.
Act first, scene one. As I've already went through this, dude, the plague. I promise you, if I get the plague, I'm taking everybody with me. This is your one and only warning. I'm gonna do this.
Real.
Some things are happening in the room, though. I'm warning you.
Real.
Cleopatra, act first, scene one. Alexandria, room in Cleopatra's palace. Enter Demetrius and Philo. Nay, but this dotage of our generals, o'erflows the measure, those his goodly eyes that o'er the files and mustard of the war have glowed, like Clayton Mars, now bend, now turn. The office and devotion of the view upon a tawny brond of the captain's heart, which in the scuffles of great flights hath burst the buckles in his breast, renewed all temper, and has become the bellows and the fan to cool a gypsy's lust. Enter Antony and Cleopatra, her lady, the train, with Eunuchs fanning her. Look, where they come. Take a good note, and ye shall see in him the triple pillar of the world transformed into a step's fool. Behold and see. If it be loved indeed, tell me how much. There's beggary in the love that can be reckoned. I'll set a born now, how far to be loved. Then must thou needs find out new heaven, new earth. Enter unattended. News, my good lord, from Rome. Great me the sun. Nay, hear them, Antony. Fulvia perchance is angry, or who knows if the scarce bearded Caesar hath not sent his powerful mandate to do this or this, taken that kingdom and enfranchise it. Perform it, or else we damn thee. How, my love? Perchance nay, and most like. You must not stay here longer. Your dismission has come from Caesar. Therefore, here, Antony. Antony and Cleopatra, act first, scene one. As I've already went through this, dude, the plague. I promise you, if I get the plague, I'm taking everybody with me. This is your one and only warning. I'm gonna do this. Some things are happening in the room, though. I'm warning you. Antony and Cleopatra, act first, scene one. Alexandria, room in Cleopatra's palace. Enter Demetrius and Philo. Nay, but this dotage of our generals o'erflows the measure, those his goodly eyes that o'er the fliles and mustards of the war have glowed, like Clayton Mars, now bend, now turn. The office and devotion of the view upon a tawny brond of the captain's heart, which in the scuffles of great flights hath burst the buckles in his breast, renewed all temper, and has become the bellows and the fan to cool a gypsy's lust. Enter Antony and Cleopatra, her ladies, the train, with eunuchs fanning her. Look, where they come. Take but good note, and ye shall see in him the triple pillar of the world transformed into a stumped fool. Behold and see. If it be loved indeed, tell me how much. There's beggary in the love that can be reckoned. I'll set a born now, how far to be loved. Then must thou needs find out new heaven, new earth. Enter unattendant. News, my good lord, from Rome. Great's me the sun. Nay, hear them, Antony. Fulvia perchance is angry, or who knows if the scarce bearded Caesar hath not sent his powerful mandate to you. Do this or this, taken that kingdom and enfranchise that. Perform it, or else we damn thee. How, my love? Perchance nay, and most like. You must not stay here longer. Your dismission is come from Caesar, therefore hear it, Antony. Where's Fulvia's process? Caesar's, I would say, both? Call in the messengers, as I am Egypt's queen. Thou blushest, Antony, and that blood of thine is Caesar's homager, else thy cheek pays shame. When shrill tongue Fulvia scolds, the messengers. Let Rome until Tiber melts, and the wide arc of the range
I saw
empire
it coming,
fall.
that's why I went over there.
Here's my space, kingdoms are clay. Our dungy earth alike feeds beast as man. The nobleness of life is to do thus, win such a mutual pair. And such a twain can't do it, in which I bind, on pain of punishment, the world to weep, we stand up peerless. Excellent falsehood. Why did he marry Fulvia and not love her? I'll seem the fool I am not. Antony will be himself. But stirred by Cleopatra, now for the love of love and her soft hours. Let's not confound the time with conference harsh. There's not a minute of our lives should stretch without some pleasure now. What sport tonight? Hear the ambassadors. Fie, wrangling queen, whom everything becomes to chide, to laugh, to weep, whose every passion fully strives to make itself in thee fair and admired. No messenger but thine and all alone. Tonight we'll wander through the streets and note the qualities of people. Come, my queen, last night you did desire it. Speak not to us. Is Caesar with Antonius prize so slight? Sir, sometimes when he is not Antony, he comes just short of that great property which still should go with Antony. I'm full sorry that he approves the common liar, who thus speaks of him at Rome, but I will hope of better deeds tomorrow. Rest you happy. Scene 2. The same, another room. Enter Charmian, Iras, Alexis, and a soothsayer. Char. Lord Alexis, sweet Alexis, most anything Alexis, almost most absolute Alexis, wears the soothsayer that you praise so to the queen. Oh, that I knew this husband, which you say must charge his horns with garlands. Soothsayer, your will? Is this the man? Is't you, sir, that know things? In nature's infinite book of secrecy, a little I can read. Show him your hand. Enter Enobarbus. Bring in the banquet quickly, wine enough Cleopatra's health to drink. Good sir, give me good fortune. I make not, but foresee. Pray then, foresee me one. You shall be yet fairer than you are. He means in flesh. No, you shall paint when you are old. Wrinkles forbid. Vex not his precious. Be attentive. Hush. You shall be more beloved. You shall be more beloving than beloved. I had rather heat my liver with drinking. Nay, hear him. Good now, some excellent fortune. Let me be married to 3 kings in a forenoon, and widow them all. Let me have a child of 50, to whom Herod of Jewry may do homage. Find me to marry with Octavius Caesar, and companion with me my mistress. You shall outlive the lady whom you serve. Oh, excellent! I love long life better than figs. You have seen and proved a fairer former fortune than that which is to approach. Then belike my children shall have no names. Prithee, how many boys and wrenches must I have? If every ever wishes had a womb, and Virgil ever wish 1,000,000. Out, fool! I forgive thee for a witch. You think none but your sheets are privy to your wishes? Nay, come, tell Iras hers. We'll know all our fortunes. Mine, the most our fortunes tonight shall be drunk to bed. There's a palm prestige chastity, if nothing else. E'en as the overflowing Nilus presaged famine. Go you, wild bedfellow, you cannot soothsay. Nay, if in oily palm be not a fruitful prognostication, I cannot scratch mine ear. Prithee, tell her but a worky day fortune. Your fortunes are alike. But how? Give me particulars. I have said. Am I not an inch of fortune better than she? Well, if you were but an inch of fortune better than I, where would you choose it? Not in my husband's nose. Our worser thoughts, heaven's mend. Alexis, come, his fortune. No. Oh, let him marry a woman that cannot go. Sweet Isis, I beseech thee, and let her not die.
All me, bro.
And give him a worse, and let him worse follow. Worse to the worst of all, follow him laughing to his grave. 50-fold a cuckold. Good Isis, hear me this prayer. Though deny me a matter of more weight, good Isis, I beseech thee. No. Goddamn. Amen. Dear goddess, hear that prayer of the people. For as it is a heart-breaking to see a handsome man loose-wived, so it is a deadly sorrow to behold a foul knave uncockled. Therefore, dear Isis, keep decorum and fortune him accordingly. Amen. Lo now, if it lay in their hands to make me a cuckold, they would make themselves whores. But they, I do Hush, here comes Antony. Not he, the queen. Saw you, my lord. No, lady. Was he not here? No, madame. He was disposed to mirth, but on the sudden Roman thought hack struck him, and avarice. Madam? Seek him and bring him hither. Where's Alexis? Here at your service. My lord approaches. We will not look upon him. Go with us. Enter Antony with a messenger with attendants. Fulvia thy wife first came into the field. Against my brother Lucius? Aye. But soon that we war ended, and the time statement, friends of them joined their force against Caesar, whose better issue in the war from Italy, upon the first encounter drave them. Well, what worst? The nature of bad news infects the teller, when it concerns the fool or coward. On, things that are past
peon out of here.
'Tis thus. Who tells me true, though in his tale lie death? I hear him as he flattered. Labienus? This is stiff news, hath with his Parthian force extended Asia from Euphrates. His conquering banner shook from Syria to Lydia and to Ionia. Whilst, Antony, thou wouldst say, O my lord, speak to me home, mince not the general tongue. Name Cleopatra as she is called in Rome. Rail thou in Fulvia's phrase, and taunt my faults, which such full license as both truth and malice have power to utter. Oh, then we bring forth weeds. When our quick minds lie still, and our ills told us, is as our caring, fare thee well a while. At your noble pleasure. From Sicyon, ho, the news, speak there. The man from Sicyon is there such an one? He stays upon your will. Let him appear. These strong Egyptian fetters I must break, or lose myself in dotage. Enter another messenger. What are you? Fulvia, thy wife is dead. Where died she? In Sicyon. Her length of sickness, with that else more serious, importeth thee to know his despairs. Forbear me? There's your great spirit gone, thus did I desire it. What our contempts do often hurl from us, we wish it ours again, the present pleasure. The third part then has drunk. Would it wear all, that it might go on wheels? Drink thou, increase the reels. Come, this is not yet an Alexandrian feast. It ripens toward it. Strike the vessel, ho, here's to Caesar. I could well forbear it. It's monstrous labor when I wash my brain and it grows fouler. Be a child all the time. Possess it, I'll make answer. But I had rather fast from all 4 days than drink so much in one. Ha, my brave emperor! Shall we dance now the Egyptian bacchanals and celebrate our drink? Let's hot, good soldier. Come, let us shake hand, till that the conquering wine hath steeped our sins in soft and delicate leaf. I'll take hands, make battery to our ears with the loud music, and while I place you, then the holy shall sing. The holding every man shall I bear as loud, as his strong sides can volley. Come now, monarch of the vine, plumpy Bacchus with pink eyne. In the fats our cares be drowned, with thy grapes our hairs be crowned. Cup us till the world go round, cup us till the world go round.
In my sights.
What would you more, Pompey? Good night, good brother.
Target spotted.
Let me request you off. Our graver business frowns at this levity. Gentle lords, let's part. You see we have burnt our cheeks strong. Enobard is weaker than the wine, and wine on tongue splits what it speaks while the skies hath almost. And teach us all what needs more words. Good night. Good Antony, your hand. I'll try you on the shore, and shall, sir, give your hand. Oh, Antony, you have my father's house. But what? We are friends. Come down into the boat. Take heed you fall not.
Enemy team took the hill.
Manus, I'll not on shore. No, to my cabin. These drums, these trumpets, flutes, what? Let Neptune hear we bid a loud farewell. To these great bellows sound we bang, sound out. Sound of flourishful drums. Who says, ah, there's my captain. Who? Noble captain, come.
Hill control. kill. Your team about to score. Your team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control. Enemy team took the hill.
Now. Stay silent.
Hill control.
We're gonna do it twice. I'm gonna do these twice because these are hard to read. Especially, dude, you're like moving.
I'm not doing this game with you.
Enemy about to score.
No, I'm not doing this game. Get off the tower now. Get off.
This is not gonna go pretty.
Extra
I
camera
promise.
you have here. You can pay for it, dude.
Enemy
It's
there.
not no, I'm not arguing at all.
Enemy team scored.
My dude, I will kill you. I am not arguing.
Hill
God damn you
Okay,
fucking
act second
retard.
scene.
Shut up. I cannot wait. You are not getting what you want.
Pompey's house. Enter Pompey. Minicrates and Manus in warlike manner.
Enemy
Get
team
off the
took
red light,
hill.
you fucking retard.
If the
Now.
great gods be just, they shall assist the deeds of justice men.
Hill control.
Know worthy Pompey, that what they do delay, they not deny. Whiles we are suitors to their throne, decays the thing we sue for. We, ignorant of ourselves, beg often our own harm,
shit!
which
Now
the
you
wise
get it.
powers deny us for our good, so find we profit by losing of
Do
our
a little
brain.
bit more than suing, though. I promise your life is.
I shall do well. The people love me, and the sea is mine. My powers are crescent, and my auguring hope says it will come to the full.
Hill control.
Mark Antony in Egypt sits at dinner and will make no wars without doors. Caesar gets money where
Enemy team took
he
the
loses
hill.
hearts. Lepidus flatters both. Both is flattered, but he neither loves nor
Jingle
either
bells,
cares
get
for
off.
them. Caesar and Lepidus are in the field. A mighty strength they carry. Where have you this? 'Tis false. From Silvius, sir.
Jingle bell. I'm
He
not
dreams.
arguing at
I know
all.
they are in Rome together,
Hill
looking for
control.
Antony. But all the charms of love, salt Cleopatra, soften thy waned lip. Let witchcraft join with beauty, lust with both, tie up the libertine in a field of feast. Keep his brain fused. Epicurean cooks sharpen with cloyless sauce his appetite that sleeps and feeding may prorogue his honor even till a least dullness. Enter Varius. How now, Varius? This is most certain that I shall deliver. Mark Antony is every hour in Rome expected. Since he went from Egypt, 'tis a space for further travel. I could have given less matter a better ear. Manus, I did not think this amorous surfeiter would have donned his helm. For such a petty war, his soldiership is twice the other twain. But let us rear the higher our opinion that our stirring can from the lap of Egypt's widow pluck the ne'er lust-wearied Antony. I cannot hope. Caesar and Antony shall well greet together. His wife, that it's dead did trespass to Caesar. His brother wearied upon him, although I think not moved by Antony. I know not, Manus, how lesser enmities may give way to greater. Were it not that we stand up against them all, 'twere pregnant they should square between themselves.
In my sights.
For they have entertained cause enough to draw their swords, but how the fear of us may cement their divisions and bind up the petty difference we yet not know. Be it as our gods will have it. It only stands our lives upon to use our strongest hands. Come, Manus. Scene 2.
Enemy about
Rome,
to
the house of Lepidus. Enter Enobarbus and Lepidus. Good Enobarbus, 'tis a worthy deed, and shall become you well to entreat your captain, to soft and gentle speech.
team scored.
I shall entreat him to answer like himself. If Caesar remove him, let Antony look over Caesar's head and speak as loud as Mars. By Jupiter, were I the wearer of Antonius' beard, I would not shave today. 'Tis not a time for private stomaching. Every time serves for the matter that is then born in. But small to greater matters must give way. Not the small come first.
Hill
Your speech is passion, but pray you, stir no embers up. Here comes the noble Antony.
Target spotted.
Enter Antony and
Hill control.
Ventidius. And yonder, Caesar. If we compose well here, to Parthia, heart Ventidius, I do not know. Makeness, ask Agrippa. Noble friends, that which combined us with most great, and let not a leaner's action rend us. What's amiss, may it be gently heard, when we debate our trivial difference loud, we do commit murder in healing wounds, then noble partners. The rather for I earnestly beseech, touch you the sorest points with sweetest terms, nor curseness grow to the matter. 'Tis spoken well. Were we before our enemies and to fight, I should do thus. Welcome to Rome. Thank you. Sit, sir. Nay then, I learn you take things ill which are not so, or being concern you not. I must be laughed at, if or for nothing or a little, I should say myself offended, and with you chiefly the world more laughed at, that I should once name you derogatorily, than to sound your name, it not concerned me. My being in Egypt, Caesar, what was to you? No more than my residing here at Rome might be to you in Egypt. Yet if there did practice on my state, your being in Egypt might be, say it! I think you already said it at the beginning. How intend you practiced? You may be pleased to catch at mine intent, but what I did here befall me. Your wife and brother made wars upon me, and their contestation was theme for you. You were the word of war. You do mistake your business, my brother. Never do urge me in this act. I did inquire it, and have my learning from your true reports, that drew their swords with you. Did he not rather discredit my authority with yours, and make the wars alike against my stomach, having alike your cause? Of this my letters before did satisfy you. If you'll patch a quarrel, as matter whole you have not just make it with, it must not be with this. You praise yourself by laying defects of judgment to me, but you patched up your excuses. Not so, not so. I know you could not lack, I am certain on't, very necessity of this thought, that I, your partner in the cause gainst which he fought, could not with graceful eyes attend those wars which fronted mine own peace. As for my wife, I would you had her spirit in such another. The third of the world is yours, which with a snaffle you may pace easy, but not such a wife. Would we have all such wives, that the men might go to wars with the woman? So much incurable her garbles, Caesar, made out of her impatience, which not wanted shrewdness of policy too. I grieve and grant did you too much disquiet, for that you must but say I could not help it. I wrote to you, when riding in Alexandria, you did pocket up my letters, and with taunts did guide my missive out of audience. He fell upon me ere admitted. Then 3 kings I had newly feasted, and did one of what I was the morning, but next day I told myself of myself. I told him of myself, which was as much as to have asked him pardon. Let this fellow be nothing of our strife, if we contend, out of our question wipe him. You have broken the article of your oath, which you should never have tongue to charge me with. Soft Caesar. No, Lepidus, let him speak. The honor is sacred which he talks on now. Suppose that I reckon it be on Caesar, the article of my oath, to lend me arms to aid, and when I acquired them, that which you both denied, neglected rather, and then when poison hours had bound me up from mine own knowledge, as nearly as I may, I'll play the penitent to you, but mine honesty shall not make poor my greatness, nor my power work without it. Truth is that Fulvia, to have me out of Egypt, made wars here, for which myself the ignorant motive do so far ask pardon as befits my honor to stoop in such a case. 'Tis noble spoken. If I might please you to enforce no further the griefs between ye, to forget them quite 100, were to remember that the present need speaks to atone you. Worthily spoken, Manus. Or if you borrow one another's love for the instance, you may, when you hear no more words of Pompey, return it again. You shall have time to wrangle in when you have nothing else to do. Thou art a soldier only, speak no more. That truth should be silent I had almost forgot. You wrong this presence, therefore speak no more. Go to then, your considerate stone. I do not much dislike the manner, but the manner of his speech, for cannot be we shall remain in friendship, our conditions so differing in their acts. Yet if I knew what hoop should hold thus staunch from edge to edge, o' the world I would pursue it. Give me leave, Caesar. Speak, Agrippa. Thou hast a sister by thy mother's side, Admired Octavia, great Mark Antony is now a widower. Say not so, Agrippa. If Cleopatra heard you, your reproof were well deserved of rashness. I am not married, Caesar. Let me hear Agrippa further speak. To hold you in perpetual amity, to make you brothers, and to knit your hearts with an unslipping knot, take Antony Octavia to his wife, whose beauty claims no worse a husband than the best of men, whose virtue and whose general graces speak that which none else can utter. By this marriage, all little jealousies which now seem great, and all great fears which now import their dangers, would then be nothing, truths would be tales, where now half tales be truths, her love be doth, which each to other, and all loves be to both. Draw after her, pardon what I have spoke, for 'tis a studied, not a present thought, by duty ruminated. Will Caesar speak? Not till he hears how Antony is touched with what is spoke already. What power is in Agrippa? If I would say, Agrippa, be it so, to make thus good. The power of Caesar and his power on Octavia. May I never do this good purpose that so fairly shows dream of impediment. Let me have the hand, further this act of grace, and from this hour the heart of brothers govern in our gloves, and sway out great designs. There is my hand. A sister I bequeath you, whom no brother did ever love so dearly. Let her live to join our kingdoms and our hearts, and never fly off our loves again. Happily amen. I did not think to draw my sword against Pompey, for he hath laid strange courtesies and great of late upon me. I must thank him only, lest my remembrance suffered ill report, and he'll of that defy him. Time calls upon. Of us must Pompey presently be sought, or else he seeks out us. Where lies he? About the Mount Misenum. What's his strength? By land. Great and increasing, but by sea he is an absolute master. So is the fame. Would we had spoke together, hast we for it. Yet ere we put ourselves in arms, dispatch we the business we hath talked of. With most gladness, and do invite you to my sister's view, whither straight I'll lead you. Let us, Lepidus, not lack your company. Noble Antony, not sickness should detain me. Welcome from Egypt, sir. Half the heart of Caesar, worthy meekness, my honorable friend Agrippa, good Enobarbus. We have cause to be glad that matters are so well digested. You stayed well in Egypt. Aye, sir. We did sleep day out of countenance, and made the night light with drinking. 8 wild boars roasted whole at a breakfast, and but 12 persons there. Is this true? This was but as a fly by an eagle. We had much more monstrous matter of feast, which worthily deserved nothing. She's most triumphant lady, if report be square to her. She's a most triumphant lady, if report be square to her. When she first met Mark Antony, she perched by his heart upon the river of Cydnus. There she appeared indeed, or my reporter advised well for her. I will tell you, the barge she sat in, like a burnished throne, burned on the water. The poop was beaten gold, purple the sails, and so perfumed that the winds were lovesick with them. The oars were silver. Which is the tune of flutes kept stroke and made, the water which they beat to follow faster, as amorous of their strokes. For her own person, it beggared all description. She did lie in her pavilion, cloth of gold of tissue. O'er picturing that Venus where we see that fancy outwork nature. On each side her stood pretty dimpled boys, like smiling cupids, with divers colored fans, whose wind did seem to glow the delicate cheeks, which they did cool. No. And what they did, did. Oh, rare for Antony. Her gentle woman, like the Nereids, so many mermaids tendered her, the eyes, and made her their bonds adornings at their helm. A seeming mermaid steers, the silken tackle swell with the touches of those flower-soft hands. They yearly frame the office. From the barge a strange invisible perfume hits the sense of the adjacent wharfs. The city cast her people out upon her, and Antony enthroned the marketplace did sit alone, whistling to the air, which, but for vacancy, had gone to gaze on Cleopatra too, and made a gap in nature. rare Egyptian. Upon her landing, Antony sent to her, invited her to supper. She replied, it should be better he became her guest, which she entreated our courteous Antony, whom ne'er the word of no woman heard speak. Being barbered 10 times o'er, goes to the feast, and for his ordinary pays his heart for what his eyes eat only. Royal wench, she made great Caesar lay his sword to bed. He plowed her, and she cropped. I saw her once hop 40 paces through the public street, and having lost her breath, she spoke and panted, that she did make defect perfection, and breathless power breath forth. Now Antony must leave her utterly, never he will not. Age cannot within her, nor custom stale her infinite variety. Other women cloy the appetites they feed, but she makes hungry where most she satisfies. For vilest things become themselves in her, that the holy priest bless her when she is riggish. If beauty, wisdom, modesty can settle the heart of Antony, Octavia is a blessed lottery to him. Let us go, good Enobarbus. Make yourself my guest whilst you abide here. Humbly, sir, I thank you. Scene 3. The same Caesar's house. Enter Antony, Caesar, Octavia between them, and attendants.
Target spotted.
The world and my great office will sometimes divide me from your bosom. All which time before the gods my knee shall bow by prayer to them for you. Good night, sir. My Octavia, read not my blemishes in the world's report. I have not kept my square, but that to come shall all be done by the rule. Good night, dear lady. Good night, sir. Good night. Enter soothsayer. Now, Sirrah, you do wish yourself in Egypt? Would I had never come from thence, nor you thither? If you can, your reason? I see in it my motion, having not in my tongue, but yet high you in Egypt again. Say to me!
Flag return.
Whose fortune shall rise higher, Caesar's or mine?
Flag return.
Caesar's. Therefore, O Antony, stay not by his side. Thy demon, that thy spirit which keeps thee is noble, courageous, high, unmatchable, where Caesar's is not. But near him thy angel becomes a fear, as being overpowered, therefore make space enough between you. Speak this no more. To none but thee, no more but when to thee. If thou dost play with him at any game, thou art sure to lose, and of that natural luck he beats thee against the odds. Thy luster thickens. Why he shines by, I say again, thy spirit is all afraid to govern thee near him. But he away, 'tis noble. Get thee gone. Say to Vendidius, I would speak with him. He shall to Parthia. Be it art or hap, he hath spoken true, the very dice obey him, and in our sports my better cunning faints. Under his chance, if we draw lots he speeds, his cocks do win the battle still of mine. When it is all to naught, and his quails ever beat mine, in hoops at odds, I will to Egypt, and though I make this marriage for my peace, I the east my pleasure lies. Goodbye!
Target spotted.
O come, Ventidius, you must to Partha. Your commission's ready, follow me. You received. I have not. Scene 4. The same, a street. Enter Lepidus, Macnus, and Agrippa. Trouble yourselves no further, pray you, hasten, your generals after. Sir, Mark Antony, will in be but kiss Octavia, and will follow? Till I shall see you in your soldier's dress, which will become you both farewell. We shall, as I conceive the journey, be at the mount before you, Lepidus. Your way is shorter. My purposes do draw me much about. You'll win 2 days upon me. Sir, good success. Farewell. Scene 5. Cleopatra's palace. Enter Cleopatra, Charmian, Iras, and Alexis. Give me some good music. Music moody food of us that trade in love. The music, ho! Let it alone. Let's to billiards. Come, Charmian. My arm is sore. Best play with Mardian. As well as a woman with an Anouk played. As well as a woman. Come, you'll play with me, sir. As well as I can, madam. And when good will is showed, though it come too short, the actor may plead pardon. I'll none now. Give me mine angle. We'll to the river, there, my music, playing far off. I will betray tawny finned fishes. My bended hook shall pierce their slimy jaws, and as I draw them up, I'll thank them, every one, on Antony, and say, aha, you're caught. 'Twas merry when you wagered on your angling, when you diver did hang a saltfish on his hook, which he with fervency drew up.
Flag returned.
That time, oh times, I laughed him out of patience, and that night I laughed him into patience, and next morn ere the 9th hour I drunk him to his bed, then put my tires and mantles on him, whilst I wore his sword Philippine. Oh, from Italy, ram now thy fruitful tidings in mine ears, that long time had been marren. Madam, madam, Antony is dead. If thou say so, villain, thou kill'st thy mistress, but well and free. If thou say yield him, there is gold, and here are my bluest veins to kiss, a hand that kings have slipped and trembled kissing. First, madam, he is well. Why, there's more gold. But, sirrah, mark, we use to say the dead are well. Bring it to that. The gold I give thee will I melt and pour down thy ill-uttering throat. Good madam, hear me. Well, go to, I will. But there's no goodness in thy face, if Antony be free and healthful. So tart a favor to trumpet such good tidings. If not well, thou shouldst come like a fury crowned with snakes, not like a formal man. Wilt please you hear me? I have a mind to strike thee ere thou speak'st. Yet if thou say Antony lives as well, ere friends with Caesar, or not captive to him, I'll set thee in a shower of gold, and hell rich pearls upon thee. Madam, he's well. Well said. And friends with Caesar. Thou'rt an honest man. Caesar and he are greater friends than ever. Make thee a fortune from me. But yet, madam, I do not like but yet it does allay the good precedence. Fie upon but yet is a jailer to bring forth some monstrous malefactor. Prithee, friend, pour out the pack of matter to mine ear, the good and bad together. He's friends with Caesar. In state of health thou say'st, and thou say'st free. Free, madam? No, I made no such report. He's bound on to Octavia. For what good turn? For the best turn I the bed. I am pale, Clayton. Madam, he's married to Octavia, the most infectious pestilence upon thee. Good madam, patience. What say thou? Hence, horrible villain, or I'll spurn thine eyes like balls before me. I'll unhair thy head. Thou shalt be whipped with wire and stewed in brine, smarting in lingering pickle. Gracious madam, I that do bring the news made not the match. Say, 'tis not so. A province I will give thee, and make thy fortunes proud. The blow thou hast shall make thy peace for moving me to rage, and I will boot thee with what gift beside thy modesty can beg. He's married, madam. Rogue, thou hast lived too long. Nay, then I'll run. What mean you, madam? I have made no fault. Good madam, keep yourself within yourself. The man is innocent. Some innocent escape not the thunderbolt. Melt Egypt in denial, and kindly creatures turn all to serpents. Call the slave again. Though I am mad, I will not bite him. Call. He is afeard to come. I will not hurt him. These hands do lack nobility, that they strike a meaner than myself, since I myself have given myself the cause. Come hither, sir. Thou'lt be honest. It is never good to bring bad news. Give it a gracious message and honest of tongues, but let ill tidings tell themselves when they be felt. I have done my duty. Is he married? I cannot hate thee worser than I do, if thou again say yes. No, He's married, madam. The gods confounded thee. Dost thou hold there still? I am not. Should I lie, madam? Oh, would thou didst so half my Egypt were submerged, and made a cistern for scaled snakes? Go get thee hence. Hadst thou, Narcissus, in thy face to me, thou wouldst appear most ugly. He is married? No, I am not. I crave your highness pardon. He is married? No. Take no offense that I would not offend you. To punish me for what you make do seems much unequal. He's married to Octavia. He is not. Negative. I bid you due pardon. Oh, that his fault shall take a knave of thee, that art not what thou'rt sure of. Get thee hence. The merchandise which thou hast brought from Rome are all too dear for me. Lie thy upon thy hand, and be undone by him. Good, your highness, patience. In praising Antony I have depraised Caesar. Many times, madam. I am paid for't now. Lead me from hence. I faint. Oh, I rest. Clayton, 'tis no matter. Go to the fellow, good Alex. Bid him report the feature of Octavia, her years, her inclination. Let him not leave out the color of her hair. Bring me word quickly. Let him forever go. Let him not, Clayton, though he be painted one like a Gorgon. The other ways a Mars. Bid you, Alexis, bring me word how tall she is. Pity me, Clayton, but do not speak to me. Lead me to my chamber. Scene 6. Near Misenum. Enter Pompey and Manus from one side, with drum and trumpet at another. Caesar, Antony, Lepidus, Enobarbus, Mechanus, with soldiers marching. Your hostages I have, so have you mine, and we shall talk before we fight. Most meet that first we come to words, and therefore have we our written purposes before us sent, which if thou hast considered, let us know if 'twill tie up thy discontented sword, and carry back up Sicily, much how you youth that else must perish here. To you all three, the senators alone of this great world, chief factors for the gods I do not know, wherefore my father should revengers want, having a son and friend since Julius Caesar, who at Philippi the good Brutus ghosted, there saw you laboring for him. What was't that moved pale Cassius to conspire, and what made the all-honored honest Roman Brutus, with the armed rest, courtiers of beauteous freedom, to drench the Capitol, but that they would have one man but a man, and that is it, hath made me rig my navy, at whose burthen the angered ocean foams, with which I meant to scourge the ingratitude that despiteful Rome cast on my noble father. Take your time. Thou canst not fear us, Pompey, with thy sails. We'll speak with thee at sea. At land thou know'st how much we do or count thee. At land indeed thou dost ocrant me of my father's house, but since the cuckoo builds not for himself, remain in't as thou mayst. Be pleased to tell us, for this is from the present, how ye take the offers we have sent you. There's the point, which do not be entreated to, but weigh what is worthy embraced, and what may follow, to try a larger fortune. You had made me offer of Sicily, Sardinia, and I must rid all the sea of pirates then, to send measures of wheat to Rome, this greed upon, to part with unchecked edges, and bear back our charges undented. That's our offer. Death. Know then, I came before you here a man prepared to take this offer, but Mark Antony put me to some impatience, though I lose the praise of it by telling. You must know, when Caesar and your brother were at blows, and your mother came to Sicily and did find your welcome friendly. I have heard it, Pompey, and am well studied for a little thanks, which I do owe you. Let me have your hand. I did not think, sir, to have met you here. The beds, the east are soft, and thanks to you, that called me timelier than my purposes hither, for I have gained by it Since I saw you last, there is a change upon you. Well, I know not what counts harsh fortune cast upon my face, but in my bosom shall she never come to make my heart her vassal. Well met here. I hope so, Lepidus. Thus we are agreed. I crave our composition may be written and sealed between us. What's the next to do? We'll feast each other ere we part, and let's draw lots who shall begin. That will I, Pompey. No, Antony, take the lot. But first or last, your fine Egyptian cookery shall have the fame. I have heard that Julius Caesar grew fat with feasting there. You have heard much. I have fair meanings, sir, and fair words to them. Then so much have I heard. And I have heard Apollodorus carried. No more of that. He did so. What I pray you? A certain queen to Caesar in a mattress. I know thee now. How farest thou, soldier? Well? And well am like to do, for I perceive for beasts are towered. Let me shake thy hand. I never hated thee. I have seen thee fight when I have envied thy behavior. I never loved you much, but I ha praised ye when ye have well deserved 10 times so much as I have said you did. Enjoy thy plainness. It nothing ill becomes thee. Aboard my galley I invite you all. Will you lead, lords? Show us the way, sir. Come. Thy father, Pompey, would ne'er have made this treaty. You and I have known, sir. At sea, I think. We have, sir, Clayton. You have done well by water, and you by land. I will praise any man that will praise me, though it cannot be denied what I have done by land, nor what I have done by water. Yes, something you can deny for your own safety. You have been a greater thief by sea, and you by land. There I deny my land service, but give me your hand, Manus. If our eyes had authority, here they might have 2 thieves kissing. Clayton. All men's faces are true, whatsoe'er their hands are, but there is never a fair woman has a true face. No slander, they steal hearts. We came hither to fight with you. For my part, I am sorry to turn to a drinking. Pompey doth this day laugh awake his fortune. If he do, sure he cannot weep back again. You said, sir, we looked not for Mark Antony here. Pray you, is he married to Cleopatra? No. Caesar's sister is called Octavia. True, sir, she was the wife of Caius Marcellus, but she is now the wife of Marcus Antonius. Pray ye, sir? 'Tis true. Then is Caesar and he forever knit together? If I were bound to divine of this unity, I would not prophesy so. I think the policy of that purpose made more in the marriage than the love of the parties. I think so too, but you shall find the band that seems to tie their friendship together will be the very strangle of their amity. Octavia is of a holy, cold, and still conversation. Who would not have his wife so? Not he that himself is not so, which is Mark Antony. He will to his Egyptian dish again. Then shall the sighs of Octavia blow the fire up in Caesar. And as I said before, that which is the strength of their amity shall prove the immediate author of their variance, Clayton Dale Smith. Antony will use his affection where it is. He married but his occasion here. And thus it may be. Come, sir, will you aboard? I have a health for you. I shall take it, sir. We have used our throats in Egypt. Come, let's away. Scene 7. On board Pompey's galley, off Nistinum. Music plays. Enter 2 or 3 servants with a banquet. Here there'll be a man. Some their plants are ill-rooted already. The least wind, the world will blow them down. Lepidus is high-colored. They had made him drink alms drink. As they pinch one another by the disposition, he cries out, no more, reconciles them to his entreaty and himself to the drink. But it raises a greater war between him and his discretion. Why? This it is to have a name in great man's fellowship. I had as lief have a reed that will do me no service as a partisan I could not leave. To be called into a huge sphere and not to be seen to move in't are the holes their eyes should be, which pitifully disaster the cheeks. O, see net wounded, enter Caesar, Antony, Lepidus, Pompey, Agrippa, congregation. Thus do they, sir, they take the flow of the Nile. By certain scales the pyramid they know. By the height, the lowness, or the mean, if death or foison follow, the higher Nilus swells, the more it promises. As it ebbs, the seedsman upon the slime and ooze scatters his grain, and shortly comes the harvest. You strange serpents there. Aye, Lepidus. Your serpent of Egypt is bred now of your mud by the operation of your son, so is your crocodile. They are so. Sit and some wine. A health to Lepidus. I am not so well as I should be, but I'll ne'er out. Not till you have slept. I fear me you'll be until then. Nay, certainly, I have heard the Ptolemies, Pyramises, are very goodly things, without contradiction. I have heard that. Pompey, a word. Say in my ear, what is it? Forsake thy seat, I do beseech thee, captain, and hear me speak a word. Forbear me till anon this wine for Lepidus? What manner of thing is your crocodile? It is shaped, sir, like itself, and it is abroad as it hath breadth. It is just as high as it is, and moves with its own organs. It lives by that which nourisheth it, and the elements once out of it transmigrates. What color is it of? Of its own color too. 'Tis a strange serpent. 'Tis so, and the tears of it are wet. Will this description satisfy him? Will the health that Pompey gives him, else he is very epicure? Go hang, sir, hang. Tell me of that way. Tell me of that, away. Do as I bid you. Where's this cup I called for? If for the sake of merit thou wilt hear me, rise from thy stool. I think thou'rt mad. The matter? I have ever held my cap off to thy fortunes. Thou hast served me with much faith. What's else to say? Be jolly, lords. These quicksands, Lepidus, keep off them, for you sink. Wilt thou be lord of all the world? What say'st thou? Wilt thou be lord of the whole world? That's twice. How should that be? But entertain it, and though thou think we poor, I am the man will give thee all the world. Hast thou drunk well? No, Pompey, I have wept me from the cup. Thou art, if thou darest be, the earthly Jove. Whatever the ocean pales or sky eclipse is thine, if thou wilt hast. Show me which way. These 3 world chairs, these competitors, are in thy vessel. Let me cut the cable, and when we are put off, fall to their throats, and there is mine. Ah, this thou shouldst have done, and not have spoken on't. In my 'tis villainy. In neath had been good service, thou must know. 'Tis not my profit that does lead me mine honor. Mine honor it. Repent that ere thy tongue hath so betrayed thine act, being done unknown. I should have found it afterwards well done, but must condemn it now. Desist and drink. For this, I'll never follow thy pallid fortunes more. Who seeks and willed not take when once 'tis offered, she'll never find it more. This health to Lepidus. Bear him ashore, I'll pledge it for him, Pompey. Here's to thee, Manus. Enobarbus, welcome. Fill till the cup is behead. There's a strong fellow, Manus. Why? A bear's the 3rd part of the world, man, seest not? The 3rd part then is drunk. Would it were all, that it might go on wheels? Drink thou, increase the reels. Come, this is not yet an Alexandrian feast. It ripens toward it, strikes the vessels. Ho, where's to Caesar? I could well forbear its monstrous labor when I wash my brain and it grows fouler. Be a child of the time. Possess it, I'll make to answer. But I had rather fast from all 4 days than drink so much in one. Ha! My brave emperor! Shall we dance now the Egyptian bacchanals and celebrate our drink? Let hot, good soldier! Come, let us all take hands, till that the conquering wine hath steeped our sense in soft and delicate leath. All take hands. Make battery to our ears with loud music. The while I place you, then the boys shall sing. The holding every man shall bear as loud as his strong sides can volley. Come thou monarch of the vine, plumpy Bacchus with pink eyne. In the fats our cares be drowned, with the grapes our hairs be crowned. Cup us till the world go round, cup us till the world go round. What would you more? Pompey, good night, good brother. Let me request you off, our graver business frowns at this levity. Gentle lords, let's part. Let's see we have burnt our cheeks strong, Enobarb is weaker than the wine, and mine own tongue splits what it speaks, the wild disguise hath almost antiqued us all. What needs more words? Good night. Good Antony, your hand. I'll try you on the shore. You shall, sir. Give your hand. Oh, Antony, give my father's house. But what? We are friends. Come down into the boat. Take heed you fall not. Manus, I'll not on shore. No to my cabin. These drums, these trumpets, flutes, what? Let Neptune hear we bid a loud farewell. To these great fellows sound and be hanged. Sound out! Who? Say ah, there's my cap. Who? Noble captain, come. Recording. All right. Act 3rd, Scene 1. A plain in Syria. Enter Ventidius, as it were in triumph with Silius and other Romans, officers and soldiers, the dead body of the Pacorus borne before him. Now, darting Parthia, art thou struck, and now, please fortune does of Marcus Crassus' death, make me a revenger. Bear the king's son body before our army, thy Pacorus the roads, pay this for Marcus Crassus. Noble Ventidius, whilst yet with Parthian blood thy sword is warm, thy fugitive Parthians follow spur through Media, Mesopotamia, and the shelters whither the raptors fly, so thy grand captain Antony shall set thee on triumphant chariots, and put garlands on thy head. O Silius, Silius, I have done enough, a lower place note well may make too great an act. For learn this, Silius, better to leave undone, than by our deed acquire too high a fame, when him we serve the way. Caesar and Antony have ever won, more in their officer than person. Sosius, one of my place in Syria, his lieutenant, for quick accumulation of renown, which he achieved by the minute lost his favor. Who does the wars more than his captain can, becomes his captain, and ambition, the soldier virtue, rather than makes choice of loss than gain, which darkens him. I could do more to do Antonius good, but 'twould offend him, and in his offense should my performance perish. Thou hast, Ventidius, that without the which a soldier and his sword grants scarce distinction, thou wilt write to Antony? I'll humbly signify what in his name, that magical word of war we have effected, how with his banners and his well-paid ranks, the ne'er yet beaten horse of Parthia we have jaded out o' the field. Where is he now? He purposeth to Athens, whither with what haste the weight we must convey, with will permit, we shall appear before him. On there, pass along. Scene 2. Rome, an antechamber in Caesar's house. Enter Agrippa at one door, and Enobarbus at another. What are the brothers parted? They have dispatched with Pompey, he is gone. The other three are scaling. Octavia weeps to part from Rome. Caesar is sad, and Lepidus, since Pompey's feast, as Mana says, is troubled with the green sickness. 'Tis a noble Lepidus, a very fine one. Oh, how he loves Caesar. Nay, but how dearly he adores Mark Antony. Caesar? Why, he's the Jupiter of men. What's Antony? The god of Jupiter? Spake you of Caesar? How? The non-peril. O Antony, O thou Arabian bird. Would you praise Caesar? Say Caesar, go on further. Indeed, he plied them both with excellent praises. But he loves Caesar best, yet he loves Antony? Oh, hearts, tongues, figures, scribes, bards, poets cannot think, speak, cast, write, sing, number. Ho, his love to Antony. But as for Caesar, kneel down, and wonder. But he loves. They are his shards, and he their beetle. So, this is the horse. Adieu, noble Agrippa. Good fortune, worthy soldier, and farewell. No further, sir. You take from me a great part of myself. Use me well. Sister, prove such a wife as my thoughts make thee, and as my furthest band shall pass on their reproof, most noble Antony. Let not the pierce of virtue which is set betwixt us at the cement of our love, to keep it bewildered, be the ram to batter the fortress of it. For better might we have loved without this means, if on both parts this be not cherished. Make me not offended in your distrust. I have said, you shall not find, though you be therein curious, the least cause for what you seem to fear, so the gods keep you, and make the hearts of Romans serve your ends. We will here depart. Farewell, my dear sister, fare thee well. The elements be kind to thee, and make thy spirits all of comfort. Fare thee well. My noble brother! The April's in her eyes, it is love's spring, and these the showers bring it on. Be cheerful. Sir, look well to my husband's house. And what, Octavia? I'll tell you in your ear. Her tongue will not obey her heart, nor can her heart inform her tongue. The swan's down feather, that stands upon the swell at full tide, and neither way inclined. Will Caesar weep? He has a cloud in his face. You dishonor your father. He were the worse for that, were he a horse. So is he, being a man. Why, Enobarbus? Why Antony found Julius Caesar's dead? He cried almost to roaring, and he wept, when at Philippi he found Brutus slain. That year indeed he was troubled with rheum. What willingly he did confound, he wailed, believe it will, till I'd wept too. No, sweet Octavia, you shall hear from me still, the time shall not outgo my thinking on you. Come, sir, go. I'll wrestle with you in my strength of love. Look here, I have you, thus I let you go, and give you to the gods. Adieu, be happy. Let all the number of the stars give light to thy fair away. Farewell, farewell. The baby's crying out.
Enemy team took the hill. Hill control.
Little baby. Scene 3. Alexandria, Cleopatra's palace. Enter Cleopatra, Clayton, Iris, and Alexis. Where is the fellow? Half afeared to come. Go to, go to. Come hither, sir. Good majesty, Herod of Jewry dare not look upon you, but when you are well pleased. That Herod's head I'll have, but how when Antony is gone, through whom I might command it? Come thou near. My most gracious majesty. Didst thou behold Octavia? Aye, dread queen. Where? Madam, in Rome. I looked her in the face and saw her led between her brother and Mark Antony. Is she as tall as me? She is not, madame. Didst hear her speak? Is she shrill-tongued or low? Madame, I heard her speak. She is low-voiced. That's not so good. He cannot like her long. Like her? Oh, Isis, 'tis impossible. Like her, oh Isis, that's impossible. Oh, think so, Clayton, dull of tongue and dwarfish. What majesty is in her gait. Remember, if e'er thou look'st on majesty. She creeps. Her motion and her station are as one. She knows a body rather than a life, a statue than a breather. Is this certain? Or I have no observance. 3 in Egypt cannot make better note. He's very knowing. I do perceive there nothing in her yet. The fellow has good judgment. Excellent. Guess at her years, I prithee. Madam, she was a widow. Widow? Clayton, hark! And I do think she's 30. Bear'st thou her face in mind? Isn't long or round? Round even in faultiness. For the most part, too, they are foolish that are so. Her hair, what colour? Brown, madam, and her forehead as low as she would wish it. There's gold for thee. Thou must not take my former sharpness ill. I will employ thee back again. I find thee most fit for business. Go make thee ready. Our letters are prepared. A proper man. Indeed, he is so. I repent me much that so I harried him. Why, methinks by him this creature so such thing. Nothing, madam. The man hath seek some majesty. The man hath seen some majesty, and should know. Hath he seen majesty? Isis else defend, and serving you so long. I have one more to ask him yet, good Clayton, but 'tis no matter. Thou shalt bring him to me, where I will write. All may be well enough. I warrant you, madam. Scene 4. Athens, a room in Antony's house. Enter Antony and Octavia. Nay, Octavia. Not only that they were excusable, that and 1,000 more of some playable import, but he hath waged new wars against Pompey, made his will, and read it to public ear. Spoke scantly of me, when perforce he could not but pay me terms of honour. Cold and sickly he vented them, most narrow measured lent me. When the best hint was given him, he took not. He not took, or did he from his teeth. O my lord, believe not all, or if you must believe, stomach not all. A more unhappy lady, if this division chance near stood between, praying for both parts. The good gods will mock me presently, when I shall pray. Oh, bless my lord and husband, undo that prayer by crying out so loud. Oh, bless my brother, husband, when brother. Praise and destroys the prayers to no midway, twixt these extremes at all. Gentle Octavia, let your best love draw to that point which seeks best to preserve it. If I lose mine honor, I lose myself. Better I were not yours, than yours so branchless. But as you requested, yourself shall go between. The meantime, lady, I'll raise the preparation of a war, shall stain your brother, make your soonest haste, so your desires are yours. Thanks to my lord, the Jove of my power make me most weak, your reconciler. Wars twixt you twain would be, as if the world should cleave, and that slain men should soldier up the rift. When it appears to you where this begins, turn your displeasure that way, for our faults can never be so equal that your love can equally move with them. Provide your going, choose your own company, and command what you cost your heart has mind to. Scene 5. The same, another room. Enter Enobarbus and Eros meeting. How now, friend Eros? There's strange news comes, sir. What man? Caesar and Lepidus have made wars upon Pompey. This is old. What is the success? Caesar, having made his use of him in the wars against Pompey, presently denied him rivalry, would not let him partake in the glory of the action, and not resting here, accuses him of letters he had formerly wrote to Pompey. Upon his own appeal, seizes him, so that the poor third is up till death enlarge his confine. Then world, thou hast pair of chaps no more, and throw between them all the food thou hast. They'll grind the one to other. Where's Antony? He's walking in the garden thus, and spurns the rush that lies before him, cries for Lepidus, and threats the throat of that his officer that murdered Pompey. Our great navy rigged for Italy and Caesar. More Domitus, my lord desires you presently. My news I might have hold hereafter. 'Twill be not, but let it be. Bring me to Antony. Come, sir. Scene 6. Rome, Caesar's house. Enter Caesar, Agrippa, and Marcanus. Contemning Rome, he has done all this and more. In Alexandria, here's the manner of it. I, the marketplace, on a tribunal silvered, Cleopatra himself in chairs of gold, were publicly enthroned. At the feet sat Caesarion, whom they shall call my father's son, and all the unlawful issue that their lust since then hath made between them. Unto her he gave the stable establishment of Egypt, made her of Lower Syria, Cyprus, Lydia, absolute queen. This in the public eye? Aye, the common showplace, where they exercise. His sons he there proclaimed the kings of kings, great Media, Parthia, and Armenia. He gave to Alexander, to Ptolemy, he assigned Syria, Cilicia, and Phoenicia, she and the habiliments of the goddess Isis, that they appeared and oft before gave audience, as 'tis reported so. Let Rome be thus informed. Who, queasy with his insolence, already will their good thoughts call from him? The people know it, and have now received his accusations. What does he accuse? Caesar, and that, having in Sicily Sextus Pompeius spoiled, we had not rated him, his part of the isle. Then does he say, he lent me some shipping unrestored. Lastly, he frets that Lepidus of the triumvirate should be disposed, and being that we detain all his revenue. Sir, this should be answered. 'Tis done already, and the messenger gone. I have told him Lepidus was grown too cruel, that he has high authority abused, and did deserve his change for what I have conquered. I grant him part, but then in the Armenia and other of the conquered kingdoms, I demand the like. He'll never yield to that, nor must not then be yielded to in this. Hail Caesar and my lord, hail, most dear Caesar, that ever I should call thee castaway. You have not called me so, nor have you cause. Why have you stolen upon us thus? You come not like Caesar's sister. The wife of Antony should have an army for an usher, and the knives of horse to tell of her approach, long ere she did appear. The trees by the way should have borne men, and an expectation fainted, longing for it had not say. Nay, the dust should have ascended to the roof of heaven, raised by your populous troops, but ye are come. A market made to Rome, and have prevented the ostentation of our love, which left unshown is often left unloved. We should have met you by sea and land, supplying every stage with an augmented greeting. Good my lord, to come thus was I not constrained, but did it on my free will. My lord Mark Antony, hearing that you prepared for war, acquainted my grieved ear withal, whereon I begged his pardon for return, which soon he granted, being an obstruct tween his lust and him. Do not say so, my lord. I have eyes upon him, and his affairs come to me on the wind. Where is he now? My lord in Athens. No, my most wronged sister Cleopatra hath knotted him to her. He hath given his empire up to a whore, who now are levying the kings of the earth for war. He hath assembled Bacchus the king of Libya, Archelaus of Cappadocia, Philadelphus king of Paphlagonia, the Thracian king, Attalus king Malchus of Arabia, king of Pont, Herod of Jewry, Mithridates, king of Commagene, Polemon, and Amnites, the kings of Mede and Laconia, with a more larger list of scepters. I me, most wretched, that have my heart parted betwixt two friends that do afflict each other. Welcome hither. Your letters did withhold our breaking forth, till we perceived both how you were wrong, led and we in negligent danger. Cheer your heart. But you not trouble with your time, which strives ere you content these strong necessities, but let determine things to destiny, hold unbewildered their way. Welcome to Rome. Nothing more dear to me. You are abused beyond the mark of thought, and the high gods, to do you justice, make them ministers of us and those that love you. Best of comfort, and ever welcome to us. Welcome, lady. Welcome, dear madam. Each heart in Rome does love and pity you. Only the adulterous Antony, most large in his abominations, turns you off, and gives his potent regime to a troll that noises it against us. Is it so, sir? Most certain. Sister, welcome. Pray you, be ever known to patience, my dearest sister. Scene 7. Near Actium, Antony's camp. Enter Cleopatra and Enobarbus. I will be even with thee, doubt it not. But why? Thou hast forspoke my being in these wars, and saidst it is not fit. Well, is it? If not denounced against us, why should not we be there in person? Well, I could reply, if we should serve with horse and mares together. The horse were merely lost, the mares should bear a soldier and his horse. What is't you say?
Return.
Your presence needs must puzzle Antony. Take from his heart, take from his brain, from his time. What should not then be spared? He is already introduced for levity, and 'tis said in Rome that Photinus and Enoch and your maids manage this war.
Flag return.
Sink Rome and their tongues rot that speak against us. A charge we bear the war, and as the president of the kingdom will appear there for a man. Speak not against us, I will not stay behind. Nay, I have done. Here comes the emperor.
Flag return.
Is it not strange, Canidius, that from Tarentum and Brundusium he could so quickly cut the Ionian Sea and take in Tyrion? You have heard on it, sweet. Celerity is never admired. Then by the negligent, a good rebuke, which might have well become the best of men to taunt at slackness. Canidius, we will fight with him by sea. By sea? What else? Why will my lord do so? For that he dares us to it, so hath my lord dares him to single fight, and to wage this battle at Pharsalia, where Caesar fought with Pompey. But these offers, which serve not for this advantage, he shakes off, and so should you.
Enemy captured your flag.
Your ships are not well manned. Your mariners are mulators, reapers, people engrossed by swift empress. And Caesar's fleet are those that often have against Pompey fought. Their ships are yours heavy, no disgrace. Shall fall you for refusing him a sea, being prepared for land. By sea, most worthy, sir, you therein throw away the absolute soldiership you have by land. Distract your army, which doth most consist of war-marked footmen, have unexecuted your own renowned knowledge, quite forgo the way which promises assurance, and give up yourself merely to chance and hazard from firm security. I'll fight at sea. I have 60 sails, Caesar, none better. Our overplus of shipping will be burned, and with the rest full manned from the head of Actium. Beat the approaching Caesar, but if we fail, when then can do it at land? That business? The news is true, my lord. He is decried. Caesar has taken Turin. Can he be there in person? 'Tis impossible. Strange that his power should be, Canidius. Our 19 legions thou shalt hold by land, and our 12,000 horse hold to our ship. Away, my Thetis.
Flag right here.
So they're talking about how the plant the plant ruined the farmland, so he took it out to ship.
Target spotted.
Bro, the vibe. Bro. I can feel the drunkenness. I can feel it. Where be thou at? Bro. You are sloppy, bro. I feel the sloppiness. Let me speak for a minute. Caesar. This is actually Caesar. Like I said, this is why I wanted to redo it. This is actually them. I'm pretty sure this is them about to travel and do some things. The vibe, bro. You're a genius. You are a prodigy. Let me tell you. You know no bounds.
In my sights.
You honor your father here. You know no bounds.
Shit randomly just pop up?
A whisper.
No, dude.
Enemy captured your
Oh, no, he hasn't figured out. His little Mothra is up there getting shit on right now. He hasn't figured it out yet. Take all the smiles away. All that joy. Bro, he just gave me the power to, like, kill all of Earth, and I can feel it. I can literally feel you right now. Gripping Earth. Go ahead. All Earth, all together, all at once. And I take your ass out, bro. Bro. Could it ever be so?
Yes, it is. And I promise you I will do something about it. I'm not arguing. Go punch your way out
So
of it.
part of it is they're talking from space. You know the whole, when you speak, it trickles down. That's the part about space that people aren't getting. So whenever you look up space, you see this big emptiness, but it's really like the words being spoken. Trickling down. From a ship. As you saw in my hand there in that picture, the ship was on the left side and I was speaking into it. Hi, how are you? No, not in a friendly way. No. This is not a friendly hello. Let it go, bro. Take it out to sea. I take it through the streets. The hard way here. So in the end, I mean what I say. Playing ball here. Hold on. I'll be taking that hand. Hold on. See how this works. Get something going here. You have no idea. Again, Ark. I'm not really playing that game. Enter a soldier. Continue. Excuse me, got off topic there. The vibe, I had to change it a little bit. Get more serious. I wonder why that is. Where's that dog whistle coming from, bro? Oh, on the jaw? We have Jaws, bro? Where's that at, Jaws? Bro, where's that at? Surely that's not Alexandria in that square that I showed. Owner standing on the earth. How now, worthy soldier? O noble emperor, do not fight by sea. Trust not to rotten planks. Do you misdoubt this sword and these my wounds? Let the Egyptians and the Phoenicians go a-ducking. We have used to conquer, standing on the earth and fighting foot to foot. Well, away. By Hercules, I think I the right. Soldier thou art, but his whole action grows not in the power on't. So our leaders have led, and we are women's men. You keep my land, the legions, and the horse hold, do you not? Marcus Octavius, Marcus Justius, Publicola, and Salius are for sea, but we hold my land. This speed of Caesar's carries beyond belief. While he has yet in Rome, his power went out in such distractions as beguile all spies. Who's his lieutenant here, you? They say one Taurus. Well, I know the man. The emperor calls Canidius, with news the times with labor, with throws forth each minute some. The emperor calls Clayton. Scene 8. A plain near Actium. Enter Caesar and Taurus, with his army marching. Taurus, my lord. Strike not my land, keep hold, provoke not battle. Till we have done at sea, do not exceed the prescript of the scroll. Our fortune lies upon this jump. Scene 9. Another part of the plain, enter Antony and Enobarbus. Set we our squadron on yon side of the hill, in eyes of Caesar battle, from which place we may the number of the ships behold, and so proceed accordingly. Scene 10. Another part of the plain. Enter Canidius marching with his land army one way, and Taurus, the lieutenant of Caesar, with his army the other way. After their going in, is heard the noise of a sea fight. Alorum, enter Enobarbus. Not, I'll not. I can behold no longer. The Antony, the Egyptian admiral, with all their 60 fly and turn the rudder. To see mine eyes are blasted. The rudder. Gods and goddesses, all the whole synod of them. What's thy passion? The greater candle of the world is lost with very ignorance. We have kissed away kingdoms and provinces. How appears the fight? On our side, like the token pestilence, where death is sure. You rebaudered nag of Egypt, whom leprosy o'ertake the midst of the fight. When vantage like a pair of twins appeared, both as the same, or rather are as the elder the breeze upon her, like a cow in June, hoist sails and flies. That I beheld. Mine eyes did sicken at the sight, and could not endure a further view. She once being loofed, the noble ruin of her magic, Antony claps on his sea wing, and like a doting mallard, leaving the fight in height, flies after her. I never saw an action of such shame. Experienced manhood, honor, ne'er before did violate so itself. Alack, alack! Enter Canidius.
Yeah, which is window.
Our fortune on the sea is out of breath, and sinks most lamentably. Had our general been what he knew himself, it had gone well. He has given him example of our flight most grossly by his going. Aye, are you thereabouts? Why then, good night indeed. Toward Peloponnesus are they fled. 'Tis easy to't, and where I will intend what further comes. To Caesar will I render my legions and my horse. 6 kings already show me the way of yielding. I'll yet follow the wounded chance of Antony, though my reason sits in the wind against me. Clayton Del Smith. Clayton Del Smith.
Double kill.
That's the end of it. That's the end. Yeah, so they were doing a double recording. That's why we're doing it. No, you're not doing your own there. Sorry. Not happening.
Flag return.
Finish this out.
Enemy flag returned.
No, dude. Get this over with. It's like, no, you're not having your shining moment, you bitch. I promise. Really, it is just like that. I promise you.
Enemy flag returned.
There you go. Go ahead, bitch.
Remaining. Enemy flag returned. Flag returned.
Do laps.
Flag return. Flag captured. One minute remaining. Enemy flag returned. Flag returned. 30 seconds remaining. Seconds. 'Sudden death. Enemy flag returned. Tie. Overtime. 5 minutes remaining. captured. Victory.